What up, what up, what up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the most polluted fucking city in the world at the moment, man. This city is the most polluted at the moment. I think it's number 2 now. What up, guys? Welcome in. We're streaming on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. Welcome to our Red Team family. About to go on to TikTok. Be cool to jam on TikTok too. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, stream. Another day in paradise, chat. Another day in paradise. Cook my own dinner today. Korean noodles with tofu, romuang vegetable. I cook my own dinner. Hey, what's up, Rai? How you doing, bro? Welcome back, Rai. Hope you had a good trip in Malaysia, bro. How was Malaysia? Malaysia good? How does this sound? Sounding good? Hope it sounds okay. Hope your Malaysia trip was good, bro. What cities did you go to in Malaysia? I didn't see you stream much. I'm a bit surprised you didn't stream that much.
IRL_Rai says yep, all good and sounds good.
I didn't see you stream. Oh yeah, we're just streaming on the iPhone 17. I want to try an RTM. I haven't had a chance to. I've been so busy with other stuff. I've been doing a lot of other work, man. Haven't had a chance to get around to my own stuff. I didn't even have a chance to stream yesterday. I was just so busy, full on. And just come back from the gym. Always try and get a weekday gym session in, which is good. Gotta keep your health up, but chat, it's polluted here today. I'll show you guys the rating. Second polluted city in the world is Hanoi, chat. Second polluted city. Let me show you. I think I might head off to Thailand tomorrow or the day after, probably day after, chat. It looks like pollution's gonna be around for a few days. So I might dart off. I think I might head to Bangkok. I got a few business things to sort out over there. But look, this was today. I got this about 10 a.m. today, chat. Look, hazardous. Terrible. It's come down. Let's actually check it on the app now. Hey, Blunt Man, how you doing? Long time no see, bro. Long time no see, Blunt Man. Hope you're well, bro. Let's check the AQI out. Let's check the AQI out now. Okay, so it's gone down to 173 at the moment. 173, which is unhealthy. And at this unhealthy rate, chat, basically.
28 Osuk says at G-Sense we will make you popular. Come in, nezhna.com.
Oh shit. chat. Got Stream Buddy running on here too. Oh, I'll turn this Stream Buddy off. Got two Stream Buddies going. Oops. Mirror image. Oh, is it mirrored image? How do we turn the mirror image off? Is there a setting? Streams, let me go in. Because I'm using Moblin. What's this one? Oh, you can't switch that one. Yeah, I saw a few streamers that are using iPhone have this problem, the mirroring problem. There's got to be a setting here. Display, big buttons, portrait. Is that portrait? No. It doesn't matter. And the camera. Mirror front camera on stream. There we go. Hopefully that does it a bit better. Can you see now? Let me show you. Does that come out better? Chat. That should be proper. That should be proper way up. Yep, sweet. Thanks for that, right? This guy, hey, you've been using Moblin a while. I just started using Moblin. I first started using Prism. Then I moved over to IRL Pro. And now I'm using Moblin. That's for phone streams. Yeah, no, thanks for that. So the pollution here is really bad today, chat, very bad. Let me just check to see what it's like for the rest of the week. I've got to head over to Bangkok the next week at least, so I might head over there. I was thinking tomorrow, I haven't even booked my tickets. Maybe on, what's tomorrow? Wednesday, probably Friday. If we can go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and come back next Thursday, I think. I've got to spend 2 weeks back here because I've got a whole bunch of work to do here back as well. But I mean, flights from here, Hanoi to Bangkok, are only like $50, man. Pretty cheap. But I've got a bit of a sore throat, eh? So I went and bought. I'll show you what I bought, chat. These are probably some of the best stuff to get here in Vietnam if you have like a sore throat. I mean, especially if you have like pollution here, and your sore throat is from all the pollution here and all the microbes that are in the pollution. So there's this one here. Lysopene. That's quite cool. I had some of that today. And then there's this one here, the Borfair. The Borfair actually helps with your lungs as well and your breathing in it. And even if you have like bad lungs, this is good stuff to take. This is kind of like that stuff that's online you can buy called, I forgot the name of the stuff online. There's some stuff that's good for your lungs. But this stuff's pretty good and it's cheap. I mean, it was only, I think all up, it comes to about $4 or $5 New Zealand, which is like $3 for this kind of stuff, you know. But you really need it here because the pollution's really, really bad, man. Pollution's terrible, chat. I don't recommend coming now to Vietnam at all. Pollution's pretty shit. If you guys are going to come to Vietnam, then I recommend to come probably April when it gets a little bit warmer. But a lot of the weather like this, pollution is kind of gone. and it does get warmer at that time, you know. April, I usually like pop over to Thailand for the Songkran Water Festival early April, which we'll do this year as well anyway. Trying to lock down some DJ stints over there. I'm just trying to suss out one on Kopipi Island for this year. So who knows? Who knows? But flights from Hanoi to say Bangkok are cheap. They're only like $50. Flights from here to where I went, Harbin, was about $100. So flights are really cheap around Asia. Actually, they're more cheaper. International flights to other Asian countries are cheaper than flying domestic in New Zealand. The last domestic flight in New Zealand I took was like $280. What a rip-off. That was going from Blenheim to Auckland. And then I caught a flight from Auckland all the way to China. That was $250, which was still cheaper than the domestic flight in New Zealand's a rip-off, man. So yeah, that's why I like doing a lot of travel, because it's cheap. It's cheap travel here in Asia, and if you have your base set up, you can just start off and just shoot over to a country, you know, for a bit. And it also depends on your visa. New Zealand's got a kind of strong visa. There is one country I have not been to, the only country left. I think it's the only country left I haven't, no, I think it's about the third country. There's still a couple of countries I haven't been to. And the main country that I really want to go to, that might be a bit difficult getting in, is Myanmar. Henry goes, oh, don't go to Myanmar at the moment. But you know what? I saw some YouTubers. They were Japanese girls. They were going by themselves into Myanmar. I thought, hey, these girls are going into Myanmar vlogging. Shit, if they can do it, I can do it. Okay, I need to set up my overlay chats. How do we do that? Overlay chat. There we go. Chat. Layout. New messages at top. Don't need text to speech. Streaming platforms. Oh shit, you gotta log into the platform. Ugh. That's a mission. I'll have to do that offline. Got to put the overlays on so I can see the chat on the phone. I want to see the overlays of the chat come up on here, so I don't have to always look at the phone. Need to let them know what the famous whiz is coming to Myanmar. Well, flights are cheap there, bro. You know, flights are like $50, $100, man. It's cheap. And the food is really cheap here in Asia. I'll be, not a word of a lie, chat, I'll tell you right now, the cheapest place to travel in the cheapest country, you won't believe, the cheapest country, or the most budget-friendly country in Asia, from my experience, I've tallied up all the countries, is China. China is the cheapest country. Way cheaper than here. Way cheaper than here. And not only is it the cheapest country, it is the most advanced country with the best infrastructure. So they have, out of all the Asian countries, China's got the best infrastructure, and it's the cheapest. And no wonder why there's a lot of foreigners going there to live there. Have you been to Myanmar, right? Have you been to Myanmar? I wouldn't mind going, checking out the vibes there, down in Yangon. Go to Yangon, I think. I think Yangon would be cool to go and check out. We might pop over to Bangkok on Friday. No, not even to. I thought you'd been to Thailand, bro. Bro, you stay in Singapore. Why haven't you even been to Thailand? Why can't you go through Malaysia and then into Thailand? Do you need a? You don't, bro. You got a Singapore passport. You got the strongest passport in the world. Singapore's got the strongest passport in the world, bro. I can't believe you haven't been to Thailand. It'll help you grow, bro. Traveling helps you grow, I'm telling you now. It helps you grow, helps you see other walks of life and other people's way of normal. Do you know what I mean? And not only that, but you pick up a range of skills by traveling. Things like geographical map skills. You pick up and adapt to different time zones. You also pick up good interactive skills, communication skills. There's a whole bunch of skills you learn when you travel, especially if you travel alone. Now, even if you travel with other people, it becomes a bit more tougher. Why? Because you're going to be traveling together. So you're not traveling to your own time and your own way. You're going to have to compromise with people you travel with, whether it's your family or a friend or vloggers. Maybe someday I plan to go over to Hat Yai. Maybe even pick up some This guy, this lady boy guy. No, I can't believe. Oops, sorry. I can't believe you haven't been to Thailand and you stay in Singapore, bro. You got the strongest passport in the world. Singapore's got the strongest passport. I think Japan. I think Korea. I think New Zealand's like 5th. I think Singapore can go to 193 countries. New Zealand goes to 191. Something like that. I think it's Singapore, Korea, Japan, 193 countries. And there was another country I saw before New Zealand at 192 countries. Well, then after that was New Zealand. And I think USA is nowhere near the top as much as what we get. New Zealand's got a stronger passport than them. But you know, it always comes down to your foreign minister in your country, you know. This guy picking up chickens. No, I really polluted today, Chad. I didn't really want to go out even to the gym today. Managed to go out to the gym, but I put a mask on when I go out because it's polluted here today. Let me just check to see what it's like for the rest of the week. I don't really want to stay in Hanoi. So I'm thinking we'll either fly out, worst case tomorrow, to Bangkok, or the day after. I just had to get some work out of the way the last couple of days, which is pretty good. Let me have a look at the AGI index. Sorry, the AQI index. So I'll show you guys the rank. Then you'll be able to see where Hanoi is the 8th. Hanoi's 8. So Hanoi is 8th on this list of the most polluted countries. Hanoi is 8. The most polluted country is Lahore in Pakistan, then Delhi, then Chengdu in China, then Sarajevo, then Calcutta in India, Dhaka in Bangladesh, Mumbai, India, then Hanoi. This morning it was the 2nd most polluted. It's because Hanoi sits in a valley, and what happens is that the winds come down the South China Sea. It comes past China and Taiwan and into Vietnam, and it sits in a bay. And if there's no further air to push it out, it sits there. And then if it sits there, combines with all the factories, the motorbikes, it's like, bro, kind of full on. So you really got to be careful, Chad, if you come here to Vietnam. Because the pollution is pretty bad, especially in the north. If you're down in Saigon, you'll be fine. Saigon's fine. Da Nang, that's fine. It's basically the north of Vietnam. Just the air flows really weirdly here in the north. I made my own pho soup, so I'm just eating pho. I make my own pho soup here. Pho is the #2 food in Vietnam. Pho soup, but mine is a vegetarian with I put tofu and egg in. The #1 food in Vietnam is rice. I'm glad we fixed up that mirror issue. I just need to set up the RTMP server in this app. So that we can push it to push the drone to it. I think it's something weird, eh? It's not let me just see what the stream's like, chat.
IRL_I says any heat issue on the iPhone.
Nah, there's no heating issues with the iPhone 17. The reason why is because the iPhone 17 has a new technology called vapor chamber. The vapor chamber is basically like how a PC has liquid tubing. So if you have a PC and you see all the liquid tubing that goes around the circuitry of the motherboard, basically that's what's in the iPhone 17. It's they call it a vapor chamber. So the vapor chamber stays always cool, and so even if you stream for long periods, you won't get any heating issues anymore. I did hear from one streamer that they were streaming in a spa, you know, steam, where all the steam is, and then their phone kind of was a bit playing up there. And that's obvious because that's getting steam coming into the phone, you know what I mean? I think time will tell. Hey, only time will tell if the when the heat really packs in from April on. So I think April on, when we do Songkran Water Festival, we'll really know the capabilities if this can handle the heat, because that's the hottest. Bangkok gets really hot, chat, around that time, 40 degrees sometimes. I was at the gym. I was at the gym, but I didn't promise. This guy. Here, look, I'm at the gym now. My plant gym, look. Here's my gym bunnies. They're called plants. This guy. Nah, bro, we can't do any gym streams anymore because, well, we can if we're on green team, but purple team's paranoid. The AI will pick it up and go, ban, TOS. It'll mistake us for being at one of its events. Nah. The gym bunnies today were bloody all bloody the gym bunnies today were all mummies. They were all mummies and solo mums today at the gym. I was going, all the bloody solo mums at the gym today. Where's this PTSD now? Silly purple. Yeah, I made it myself, bro. Made my own pho noodles. He didn't know I do my cooking. One day I'll get the kitchen and that set up. We can do some cooking streams. I prefer cooking, Chad. I've been cooking here the last few days. I don't really like going out and buying out. Only time I go when I buy shopping, you guys have seen when we go to the supermarket, then I'll just eat there. But generally, I just like to cook my own food at home. I just go to the local ladies that sell all the veggies at the market, go buy my veggies from then, come home, do my cooking. Me a poor student, we have to eat noodles. Me a poor student, me no have any subs, no donos. My chat are poor, me poor streamer, this guy. Me only eat noodles. Yo, what's up, Drunken Gamer? I'm back here at home base number 2. Home base number 2 is Hanoi, Vietnam. So yeah, this is my home base number 2. Nina just bought veggies. Yeah, I was watching this stream today. I was doing my work online and I have it on my TV. I watch streams, got a couple of monitors. And I just do my work, you know, and then I just have the stream on, or I just leave my stream up, you know. Help some of these, like today my brother was streaming on Green Team. I didn't actually say hello to my brother, but he was on Green Team. I just left my stream on. He was playing a game. He's got a new game that he plays. Oh, I forgot what it's called. I was just too tired, man. I just chucked him on and just went to sleep. Let him roll for like 6-7 hours. I usually just do that with a lot of the small streamers nowadays. I'll just leave them up. You know, I could be like working or sleeping. I'll just leave them on, help them out, you know, with the numbers. Arc Raiders, that's the one. Yeah. He was playing Arc Raiders. I didn't even have time to say hello. I just, oh, there's the bro, leave him on. Shh. Off to sleep. The gym was good, bro. The gym was good. I was just saying I was at the gym today, but all the single moms were at the gym, so no gym bunnies today. What would you call these ones? Would you call these ones gym cougars? Only the gym cougars today, no gym bunnies. Exactly. I came back and now they're all good in the hood now, these plants. Yeah, she had a good stream today, Nina. I was having a look at her now and again while she was up, you know what I mean? I just usually tab up streamers that, you know, I try and help out. And so I tabbed her up, put her up while I was doing my work. And I think she was, she hit it a couple of hours out of Ho Chi Minh City. I think, like, yeah, she was the only one that was streaming. I think Barry might be streaming too. So there's only a handful of streamers in Vietnam at the moment that actually stay in Vietnam. You will get streamers that come into Vietnam, people like Cook Sucks or Ginny or whoever. But generally, the main streamers that stay in Vietnam would be Nina, Barry, who else? Oh, Tao Popcorn, what's her name? Tao Popcorn or something? Tao Popcorn. And then the other guy, the Gauge guy. Who's the Gauge guy that I met? Oh, I forgot his name. So there's only like a handful. Not many people stream IRL in Vietnam, which I'm very surprised. Tao Popcorn or something? Isn't it? Oh, Tao Sweet Corn. Oh, yeah, I knew it was something like that. Tao Sweet Corn. She had a good stream, old Nina. I hope she had a. Okay, I'm gonna give some crumbs to my plants. Yes, chat. I have to cook now. I'm just a poor student and a poor streamer. I have to cook my own food. No going out, no dinners. I have to tick up my flights everywhere. Got to use my student loan to pay for my flights. Yes, Jay, yes, I'm just a poor student. This guy. I watched Berry too when she visited Singapore. Oh, yeah. Now me only eat Maggi. Me poor student. I might have to eat some of my plants for veggies. We can't afford any veggies. We have to eat my own plants over here. This guy. Oh yeah, stream looks good. Hey, what up, guys? What were we talking about? Yes. So there's only a handful of streamers. Experience the goodness in Maggi noodles. This guy. Candy Life. That's the other guy. Candy Life. The other guy, girl. But I hardly see her stream. Very much at all. It's mainly I just mainly see Nina stream really. There used to be a couple of more down there in Saigon, but they gave up. A lot of people have given up streaming chat, and I guess they have their own private life, stuff to do, or I don't know, goals change, or maybe they were looking for a quick turnaround to make money, and it never happened. And that's cool too, you know. Sometimes you just got to give stuff a go at the end of the day. Things aren't going to work out, but you know, the thing is, you just got to keep living your goals and living your dreams. And if it's not part of your goals and dreams, then move on. All good in the hood, you know. Experience the journey. Yeah, it sounds like Rise retired from streaming. I was watching Kith this morning too. She had major issues with her connection over there in Mexico. She cut her stream short. She only streamed for like 3 hours. She cut her stream short. I was going, oh, fuck. I think she was pissed off because her connection wasn't working. She had paid, I think she had paid for some kind of dongle, but it wasn't working for her. So I think that's one of the hard things of IRL is trying to get good connection. And when you rely on, hey, what's up, Jada? When you rely on technology and it doesn't happen for you, you know, it can make you feel a little bit disappointed, you know, and kind of like down in the dumps. I saw her down in the dumps there, you know. But I think that the thing we need to look at doing is having backup plans, you know, because she's got big following, man. She's got a huge following. Now she's on Green Team too, so I'm thinking, and her Green Team is getting up there. Do you know what I mean? She needs Starlink, yeah, that costs money though, you know what I mean? I wonder if we could buy a Starlink and take it with us. If we can buy the Starlink, they must have a Starlink backpack or a Starlink modem backpack with you know, even if they have the satellite, you carry the satellite in your backpack, but fuck, I don't want to carry that around. What I want to do is get a chica. She has the backpack on her. She holds the camera, but she films me and I do all the talking. I don't want to hold the camera, you know. I want to be like the iWizSpeed or whatever it is, you know what I mean? iShowWiz or whatever it is. This guy. Yeah, we're all doing good there, Jada. How you doing? Been behaving? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What are you cooking us? What are you cooking us?
IRL_Rise says Chillaxing.
Those big streamers, because they have the money, they can afford to hire someone to carry their backpack with their modems, with their drones, and have the camera on them all the time, so they don't actually hold a camera. I think that would be cool doing that if you had the budget for it, you know what I mean? But since I'm a poor student and a poor streamer, this guy. Tell you what I got next, chat. I've got a pomelo. I will show you how to peel a pomelo without a knife. So in Vietnam they call these boi. New Zealand we call them grapefruit. Generally they are called pomelo. Now, if I'm walking around and you hear me say, wow, she's got big pomelos, you know what I'm referring to, you know? You know, if you know, you know. So these are them here. These are the pomelos. Where's need to get flying kiwi to be your... Nah. Nah, my Vietnam chick, she's working, man. She's busy. I need to hire one. I need to hire someone if I was to do that. But I want someone that's tech savvy, that knows, okay, if settings are not right, they're gonna have to sort out the settings. They're gonna have to RTMP in the drone for me. What are you writing, Jada? I know, I forgot to make a post with Mana the Kiwi. I haven't even had time for that. I haven't had time to even stream yesterday. I've been so busy. This is my only time. My gym time and coming here. I will. I'll make a post. I've got those photos of Mana the Kiwi somewhere. Nah, I remembered. Anyway, guys. Yeah, let me plan. Oh shit, what I was gonna do, look at the AQI for the rest of the week. And if the AQI here in Hanoi is terrible, I will look at booking tickets to head over to Bangkok. I need to do some work over there. And I need to see some people over there too. And some of the people I'm gonna see over in Bangkok, Chad, you will go, wow, that's cool, because I don't think other IRL streamers have actually met the people I'm going to go over and see. But in their own game, in their own right, they are popular. But you'll know when I tell you. I don't want to reveal too much now because other people might steal my idea. Okay, so I'm starting. You're staring at... I know, I haven't done it yet. Just hold your horses, right? Okay, I need to go to Hanoi. And we need to look at tomorrow, chat. There we go. Yeah, tomorrow is basically terrible. All week it's going to be terrible, chat. All week. 160, Thursday, Wednesday. Oh, man. It's 3-day forecast. Duck horses? What duck horses? What are you talking about? What duck horses? Yeah, so the air quality is going to be like this shit all week, and I've started to get a bit of a sore throat. So I've bought some meds, Chad. I'll just show you guys the meds. I bought these. These are for your chest as well as your throat. These are really good, Vietnamese. And then I bought these ones here, Lipsopene. So these are the meds that are here. They're all in Vietnamese though, but sweet as. I usually just message or translate to the lady at the pharmacy. I just go to, where do I take these, with food or what? And then she just writes down what I need. Yeah, because if you don't look after yourself here, chat, with this pollution, you get real bad headaches, sore throats, and then you're not able to function, you know what I mean? your functioning goes out the window. So Hanoi is the 7th most polluted at the moment. It's 175. There you go. So Hanoi is, you can see number 7, the most polluted. 7th most polluted. Pakistan is the most polluted. Hazardous, very hazardous. Not good. So, let's open the pomelo. So what you need to do is you need to at least try and get the skin off. We can use a chopstick. Open it up, and what we do, Chad, is we just peel the skin. You peel the skin off, the layers. The layers of a pomelo. So there's the skin. Under the skin is basically another sheet, very thick. Look how thick it is. See how thick? So you gotta pull all that out. Yeah, you peel like an orange. Why are you trying to calm yourself? Peeler, dealer, not a squealer. Hey, what happened to that guy 3-wheeler, by the way? What's he doing? Man, he used to be a good streamer on Twitch, him and his family. But I remember one time he had a fight with his wife, and like she grabbed the stream and he said, "Give me the stream back," or something like that. And, oh shit, I hope they're okay. Do you remember that dude, 3-wheeler? Oh yeah, well, I hope you sorted out. So there we go, chat. So we've taken off the skin and the first layer. Next thing we do is we need to take off the second layer. There's a second layer, then a third layer, and then we get into where the pomelo is. So I usually just try and rip it open. And we'll rip one of them out to give you guys an example. That's one. Used to watch them too. Oh, did you? Yeah, Filipino wife. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm about to come. Oh, yeah, sweet. They got 2 kids. Oh, maybe that's why they don't stream anymore. But they were pretty good. They had a good streaming base. Okay, what I didn't do is bite that. And then you can strip off the layers, chat. Strip the layers off. So you strip the back layer off, and then you strip the side layers. You strip the side layers, and then you take the pips out, all the pips. Bit of a job trying to do this, but all the Vietnamese women, they do it way better than me. They're more experienced at peeling back stuff, you know what I mean? The Vietnamese women. They know how to dig their hands into stuff, and they know how to rip things open and take care of business. And that's it. That's what it looks like, the pomelo. And these can cost up to like $6 New Zealand, quite expensive, Chad. I usually just tell Jade, "Oh, bring me some pomelos," and she'll bring me 3 or 4. Then I just give her a donation because she's got trees with loads of them on there. I say, "I'll bring me some peanuts. I need some tea." She's my I call her my witch doctor because she makes all the different teas. I said, "Oh, I think my kidneys need some tea. I think I need something for my liver," so she'll put all the right teas and herbs together, and then she'll bring them over. I said, "Oh, I need some pomelo," and I just give her a donation. She was surprised yesterday. She goes, "Don't you want any change?" No, take it, sweet ass. I thought the color would be, well, they have different colors. So this one is kind of like yellowy, translucent. They do have orange looking ones, they have red ones, so they have different types of pomelo. But I like this one because it's sweet. No, she come and drop my stuff off. No, she was coming to the city and she goes, oh, I've got some tea for your, she made me some bamboo leaf tea. She says, oh, this tea will help reduce your, break down your fatty cells. And she said something else. She said like it'll clean your colon and this and that. I said, oh yeah, bring it over. And I said, oh, can you bring some pomelos? So she brought 3 or 4. Then I said, oh, I need some peanuts too. But she's the witch doctor. She knows what I need. It's good knowing someone like that. But she stays out. I mean, we've been to her house and to the village. She stays there with her mum. So they grow their own stuff on their roof of their house. Plus she's got 2 gardens. So she's got 2 gardens. One of them's got access to like, I think, 20 pomelo trees. She's got all sorts of veggies and herbs and everything. That's why I say, oh, come over, bring me some over, okay? I call her my witch doctor. If I call her Jade, she might think otherwise. I have to call her witch doctor because that's like bro mode. I don't want to go more than bro mode with her. They do have light pink ones, bro. I'm not sure what ones Nina has down there in Saigon, but they got a variety down there anyway. You know, today, Anton, I was watching his stream. Well, I wasn't watching, it was up here. And I usually have the sound up now and again doing my work, and I heard her talk about, what was it, Big Bix, or... But basically it sounded like Big Dick. And I went, huh? What? But it was something to do with bricks. But her pronunciation of the words are really bad. And I thought, oh shit, I hope no one else caught that. Did you hear her today? I think it was Dick's Hole or Big Dick's or something like that, but it was supposed to be Big Brick to do with that house. Anyway, I thought it was. I thought, man, I should could work on the English. I tell you, another one is chat that needs work on the English is bloody Keth. Keith needs to work on the English too, because she goes, "Hello, Shat. How are you, Shat?" And I said, shat. Shat is kind of like a little slang for shit. She goes, how are you today, Shat? And I'm thinking, oh shit, she's saying chat. How are you today, chat? But actually, it's coming out, how are you today, Shat? Like she's shitting. I've seen her, I haven't met her though, that streamer. Because I was with Cherry at that time. We went to this concert on the river in Bangkok. She was there, Keth was there, but she was talking to her streamer. I didn't have time to say hello. When you say which doctor reminds me of doing a jump jam. What's a jump jam? I just call her witch doctor, like someone who knows all the herbs. She's basically a herbalist. Then she'll send me the bloody the method. And she gets home, she'll go, okay, this is how you take it. I gave you this. take this in the morning, don't take it at night, don't take it before you go to sleep. So she gives me the method. Who's the nicest streamer I've ever met? Good question. Guy streamer? I would say the nicest guy streamer I've ever met would probably be Simon. Or Rai. One of them two. Simon and Rai, they're both similar really. Girl streamer? What do you mean nicest though? Like, how do you entail nice? Are you saying nice in terms of the way they look? Are you saying nice in the way of their personality, the way they come across to you while chatting to their chat as a streamer? Nice. What do you mean? If you're talking about someone with the way they treated me, have I ever got a gift from a streamer before? Who's given us a gift, chat? Has any streamer given us a gift? You can remember? Not that I expect it, I'm just saying in general. And who have we given or I given a gift to? Basically all the streamers I've met I've given a gift, right? Either an octopus or a kiwi, or shouted them something, dinner. I'm just thinking. I think to me it'll probably be Cherry, man. Probably, it should be two. It'll be two. One was, maybe he was gifted to them. I mean, I didn't expect anything from them at the end of the day, but I'm just saying in general, who has given me anything? That's fine. There's two. One will probably be Cherry Lost Home. She was really nice, very good personality, you know, respectful. The other one, believe it or not, who I met, and I think I mucked it up, was Pippin. So two, she was really good to me, Pippin. And she sent me her raid afterwards. Well, I think Henry made a comment about her puppies or something like that. So I was going, this guy. That's when we invited her to that rooftop event. We had a rooftop event. When I met her there, we gave her free dinner, free lunch. No, free dinner and drinks. But she didn't get drunk. See what you have planned. Well, I'm hoping you'll be over 18. If not, I'll meet you up with your dad or your mum.
Mr. Jada says that someday in the future I will still be coming to Hanoi.
Yep, when you're over 18. This guy. Chad, it's got dark quick. You're gonna have to put on the lanterns. Hold up.
Anton Pallet says Simon is busy with PH Lady Boys now long.
Bro.
Mr. Jada says yeah.
I can't believe fucking Simon. So the other day, I was watching this chat and he was with this lovely girl he took a date on. He took a date on this lovely Filipino girl. I think she was 18. She was 18. But I think her maturity was like 32. And I thought, he's found the one. This is the one. And he goes, oh, chat, can you guys give me some subs? Because like, I need to get some money to take her out to dinner. I was going, this guy, fuck, he hasn't even got any money to take a chick out to dinner. He wants to date a chick, but he's got no plan. You know what I mean? And he's still on stream. And she was happy to come on stream and talk to people on stream. And everyone was supportive of him too. You know, he got a few subscribers and that to help pay for like dinner, karaoke, and everything. And then afterwards, when I thought, wow, this is it. He's gonna get hooked up. And then afterwards, he goes back to these two lady boys and he wants to hang out with them. And I thought, bro, what the fuck? What in the world are you doing? And then on the next day, he puts a title on his stream, and his stream says, dating PH girl, question mark, ladyboy, question mark. And I thought, dude, you're not fucking, what the fuck? You asked your stream for money to go on a date. The chick she was willing to be with him. She wanted to be with, and man, she was perfect for him. Well, maybe too perfect for him. Maybe she was too good for him. Because now that I think about it, he's gone and fucked it up by wanting to chase ladyboys. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What the hell's gone into him? I hope he didn't take the vaccination. Oh my God. I was going, bro, you had your opportunity there. She was a nice girl. She was really nice, man. And everyone even the mods would go, wow, this is the one. She's like more sensible than Simon, and she was beautiful too. She had the X factor, and she was wanting a partner. You know what I mean? She wasn't after his money or anything like that. She hung out with him all that time. But I knew in the back of my mind, when I could look at his temperaments, I thought, he's not into her. I think he's fucking into ladyboys. Wait till I see him. I'm gonna give him a kick up the ass. Give him a slap on the head. Bro, you fucked it up, man. And there were a few people on the stream that said, okay, I'm going to give you subs, Simon. If you fuck this up, I want my subs back. So what are they going to get their sub money back? Bro, I couldn't believe it. The dude's like fucking... What did he see in that? Hey, kitty, kitty. Our house cat. We got a house cat, Jack. Not too many years to go. What's that for, Jada? What are you talking about? Someday in the future, you'll be coming. Oh, is that for coming to Hanoi? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a little pussycat, but it's a shy one. Hang on a sec. Let's turn on this light.
Mr. Jada says, okay, how you said I have to be 18.
Now I know, chat, I know that fucking, maybe he was doing it for the content. But bro, you don't fuck up a date like that. She's a person too. I mean, she's a human, you know. She was really into him. You could tell her body language is she wanted to be with Simon. She really liked him. I think Beyond liked him. Yeah, she was really into him. And I'm a bit like, I'm like, what the fuck, Simon? Even his mods go, bro, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. And then as soon as he said to her, see you later, so she could go home, he goes, oh, let's go see the ladyboys. I'm like, bro, you should be fucking ringing that girl and, you know, making sure she gets home safe. I'm like, dude, don't you know how to treat a girl? You should be planning with you tomorrow, what you're gonna be doing with tomorrow. Fuck the lady boys. Well, virtually he did, I think. I'm like, bro, are you crazy? What a crazy dude. I'm not one for drama chat, but you know, some people are like fucking, I don't know. How's that, chat?
IRL_Rai says don't get what is so good about LB.
Don't get what is so good about. Maybe you should try and then you'll know. Then you can come and tell me what was so good about an LB. This guy. I don't know what it is. I don't know why these guys are falling for them. It's just so weird. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's true. You know, today I wanted to take the drone out for a spin, but I'll have to do it tomorrow, chat. It got dark too quick today. Once I get into Bangkok this week, I'll let you know what the plan is, guys. I'll tell you what the plan is once we're in Bangkok. I don't really want to reveal too much now because people will steal my ideas for Bangkok. There's a whole bunch of streamers in Bangkok, but none of them kind of know the stuff I want to do in Bangkok. And most of them are desktop streamers anyway. Hi, Ryan meeting Saigon. Do they have Singapore LBs? Right? They have Singapore LBs? I guess that every country has LBs, eh? They have some LBs here in Vietnam too.
IRL_Rai says Lola, I rather find a real lady.
Did we see any in China? Can you guys remember if we saw any LBs in China? We saw some in yeah, we saw a bit here in Vietnam. India, remember we went to India? We saw those LBs on the train. You'd be sitting on the train and these LBs will come on, they'll start dancing. And I'm going, oh my God. And they'll start dancing around you, like a lap dance type style. Like they'll approach certain people and they'll do lap dances, and basically what they're wanting is for you to give them money. So these are like ladyboys, chat. But these are Indian ladyboys. And I think it was in Delhi, when we were in Delhi. They would do lap dances. And then they'll come up to you and then bro, I just ignored them, bro. It's like, I'm not giving you money. I'll give my money to a girl that can lap dance for me to get hard, not get soft. What's going on? Ooh, that's disgusting. Ugh. And then they'll jump to the next train and then they'll do the same. They'll go around doing lap dances, but they're looking for foreigners to do their ladyboy lap dance. Like, ooh. You guys remember that? I filmed them. Actually, I should rip that off and make it a short. No cursing. I'm allowed to curse, aren't I? I'm allowed to. Okay, that's for 5 minutes. No cursing. Grab taxi is like 20 to 30k there. Find yourself a Kiwi girlfriend. No, the Kiwi girlfriend, she'll run you. She'll be running your emotions. Kiwi girlfriend, you'll be stressed out, right? Please don't. Stick with your Singapore LBs, right? You'll be sweet. Yeah, taxis are way cheaper here. Taxis are kind of like, if I was to go from here to say south of Hanoi, just out of the city, probably cost me $10. Yeah, good luck. No worries. I need to think of some more ways to redeem your points, chat. Should I put the haka back up? Make the haka more accessible? And should we put like other sound effects in, like a fart? If you redeem, you can redeem 1,000 for a fart noise or something. Actually, there is one that no one's using. Yeah, it's expensive. New Zealand is expensive. Lower the VIP point. How much VIP points have you got, by the way? There is one sound effect that's related to Vietnam that no one has, and I'm thought, why haven't you used that? Why haven't you got? I'm gonna use that one, chat. I might do some redemptions, and do the redemption thing. Make some new redemptions for your guys' channel points. But I need to also do some for Green Team as well. What? Do you guys miss the stream avatars, chat? This didn't really work, hey? Was fun, but for a little. How can I scam you? You don't mind? Nice. New Zealand's gonna always be expensive, Jada. No, remember we reset it. I don't think we've actually played there for a year now. Oh yeah, Chad, if you have any suggestions on food or drinks, places you want me to go check out, attractions, chuck them down in the suggestions channel on Discord. I think I've nearly eaten all this pomelo. No, please don't move to Hanoi. No. I think this is the thing. If you want to come and move here, you're better off first come in to check out the place, get a feel for the place. Come and experience what Vietnam's like first before actually making the decision to live here. You got to come and experience the place for what it is here first before coming to live here. You know what I mean? If not,
Mr. Jada says I have all my family in NZ.
yeah. But it's good to get away from your family and experience life yourself. You know what I mean? It builds you. And it builds you in terms of your limits. Get you out of comfort zones, that's what I mean. Makes you adapt to situations. It builds your consciousness. That's what travel does. Especially solo travel. It builds your consciousness, it builds your courage, it builds you. Some people don't like stepping out of the comfort zone when they travel. You know what I mean, chat? Experience the chaos.
Mr. Jada says, yeah, if I took a taxi from Hanoi to your place, how much would it be?
Taxi. A plane. You can get a plane from
Mr.
here.
Jada says like the airport.
You can get a plane from Christchurch to Hanoi, probably cost 500 New Zealand.
Alan says even Rai wants to move to Hanoi after his trip. Maggie is cheaper there.
Maggie is cheaper.
IRL_Rai says no.
I find that Singapore's really overpriced. Singapore's totally overpriced. The cheapest accommodation in Singapore is like 20 US bucks. And then you get a capsule. You stay in a capsule. The toilets are, I think, shared toilets. It's really shitty though. If you want something normal, single bedroom or whatever, you're looking at 100, I don't know, 50 US dollars, I think, for something that passes as a room. Singapore's expensive, chat. The reason why I think a lot of people like doing business in Singapore is because they can set up bank accounts there. In other words, you can launder money in Singapore by having Singapore accounts.
IRL_Rai says yep, don't come to Singapore.
Yeah. Fuck, when was the last time I was there? I think the last time I was in Singapore was pre-COVID. Just before COVID, eh? I think we were there just before COVID, bro. So long ago. Look, Pomelo done and dusted. Would you come back here, right? Would you come back to Hanoi? You should come back to Hanoi, bro.
IRL_Rai says even flying out to Singapore.
Oh, really? Alrighty, I'm gonna go and write some more and watch a movie. Oh, what movie are you watching, Jada? Can I ask what movie you gonna watch? What's your movie? Hunt for the Wilder People. That's not a bad one, eh? It's about that kid that goes to stay with his granddad, eh? Is it Sam Neill? And they do hunting. Yeah, I've seen that one. Ricky Baker, yeah. Because the who are they called? The Ministry of children, whatever it is, in the movie, hand them over, hand them to the granddad. And he's a bad little shit, but then he ends up being a good little kid. Well, chubby kid. He's a chubby Māori actor.
IRL_right says like from Singapore to Bangkok about 300 to 400 but slightly lesser from elsewhere.
300 to 400. Wow, bro, that's far. Why is it so expensive, bro? Oh, nice, Jada. Bro, that's expensive. Singapore to Bangkok for 300 to 400 Singapore dollars. That's about 350 to 450 New Zealand. Bro, that's how much it costs from me going from New Zealand to China. That's expensive though. From normally I'll pay about 250. The cheapest I've paid from New Zealand to China was 150 US dollars. Lizzie seems to be flying out every month. Oh, yeah, she's won the lottery, that's why. She's in Indonesia. I don't know, this is something.
IRL_right says she is very rich then.
She won the lottery, this guy. Haven't you seen all the gear she's got? She's got more gear than me. I don't think she's got an iPhone 17 though. I know she's got her action cameras and stuff. I thought about getting the DJI action camera. I don't need it. And the only time I will get the action cam is if they can make the sensor more low light, because the sensors on those action cams, the DJI Action 4, 5 and 6 are shit and low light. Like, you see them on the streams when they walk, and even if they see a bit of darkness, the surroundings pixelate really badly. So they've got a really bad low light sensor. Out in the street, out in the daytime, out on the street, sweet, awesome, beautiful, best, fantastic. But running them at night, bro, no. It's the only thing is the sensors on those.
IRL_right says actually the Action 5 and 6 is very good in low light.
Nah, it's not. I've tried it, and not only that, there's a guy, he streams with the Action 4. He streams with the Action 4, and he tested also the Action 5 and 6 at night. He said, nah, they've got major problems. They said for streaming wise on the Action 5 and 6, major problems. Action 4 is probably the best to get, and it'll probably be the cheapest. That's the only problem though, low light.
IRL_right says oh maybe not to his liking.
Nah, each to their own. I don't have any use for action camera. I got the S24 Ultra, and then I got the iPhone 17. That's more than enough. But I find that the S24 Ultra is still better than the S25, bang for buck wise. I was listening to Cook the other day, and he goes, fuck, I should have stayed with my S24 Ultra. I wasted my money on the S25. I really regret spending money on the S25 when I should have just stayed with the S24. And I knew that the only things that were really different was one lens, and there's only a couple of features which were minimal. Basically, the S25 Ultra is a S24 Ultra with just a couple of little changes. So I think the S24 Ultra, if you're going to stream using S24 Ultra, I think it's still good to stream. The only thing is you're going to be locked into apps like either Larix and that's paid, that's behind a paid wall, or IRL Pro, which is the best option. Unfortunately, though, they haven't done any updates lately, and I don't think they're doing any more support for IRL Pro, which is unfortunate. So now what I am seeing is a migration of streamers, IRL streamers on Green Team, Purple Team, all moving over to iPhone now. The iPhone gang is in action, which is kind of unheard of because for IRL streaming, since I've known, it's pretty much Samsung's been the phone for streaming. But now the game is about to be changed because it's moving over into iPhone now. You know, and even the big streamers, Kith, she's moved over to iPhone 17. Pippa's moved to iPhone 17. Who else is? Cook Sucks. He bought an iPhone 17 yesterday, and he had 1,200 viewers, and he was showing them. He was doing all the settings live and comparing, which was pretty cool. So yeah, even him. So most of those streamers are moving over to iPhone 17, but I think there'll be still a lot of people using the Android. As long as you can stream and people can see you, who cares what phone you use? You know, at the end of the day. Yeah, I see that. Amosi's got that, and I think he's got his action cam set up, which is cool too. Good on him. Hope he makes it over here to Asia. It would be good to hang out with him if he does pop over. Yeah. There's a few people moved over to the iPhone 17, the IRL streamers. Even Kiko, I see she's moved over to iPhone 17. I don't think Ginny will move over to iPhone 17 only because Samsung sponsor her. So she's sponsored by Samsung, and I know she'll probably hang out for the S26. It'll be interesting to see what the S26 is going to be like. I would trade this in, maybe the S24 for S26 if it's better than the S24. I doubt it though. I doubt you could probably top off the S24 or S25 because they're bringing out a new Ultra phone every year now. So one thing that they really need to do is, if they bring out the S26, is to have the front camera very wide, so you don't have to put on a stupid fucking lens. You know what I mean? I've had no problems with this S24 Ultra, chat. It's been an amazing phone. And the most amazing part about this phone is, and no one tests this, no streamers test this, and what they don't test is streaming your phone in winter, cold, snow. So we've taken this S24 Ultra, we took it to Harbin, minus 31 was the coldest, and it still streamed. Did not shutter, didn't do anything. It would come up with a warning saying that the charging was going to be slowed down because it's getting cold, but that was it. The stream wouldn't stop. The stream still kept working in minus 31 degrees. So I give it up to the S24 Ultra. I think I pushed it. We took it to Bangkok for the water festival in plus 40 degree heat, getting splashed by water everywhere. Still streamed. This thing is a beast. The S24 Ultra is a beast, and it's done its job. I just want to give it a little rest for now. I'll probably just let it eventually convert it over to my chat phone, and as a backup stream phone. So it'll be my chat phone, backup stream phone. The iPhone 17, I think I'll primarily make the stream phone for now. I also do have the Bella box set up, and I think I'll probably sell that. I'll eventually probably sell that and then maybe buy the S26 with the money I make from that Bella box. I could probably sell that Bella box for like $1,000, which would be about 1,600 New Zealand. Then just got to save my student allowance to buy a S26 because me poor student. Samsung now got to buck up to compete with iPhone. So what they need to do, I would say, is to get a very wide front and back camera, better sensor in low light, and then have the vapor chamber. If they can do that, Samsung, boom. If they can do that, better in low light, ultra wide, so you don't have to put on a lens, and vapor chamber for the cooling. But I mean, even in Bangkok, when we were like running this over 40 degrees heat, this thing was still work well, you know. This Ultra done the job. I've had no problems with this phone. It served me well. It served us well, chat. The S24 Ultra served us well. Streamed, captured a lot of our content and journey interactions. You know what I mean? What up, Jack? What up? Give me a sec. I'll just empty this pork belly. Wash my dishes. I need to have one of these lozenges. What phone are you using, right? What phone do you use to stream? Are you using the Samsung S24? Because you haven't got a S24 Ultra, hey? You just got the S24. Chad, I think phone of the year last year was the iPhone 17, not the iPhone 17 Pro Max that I got. It was the model that's not the Pro Max. It was just the normal model. But apparently that was the phone of the year. These are like the lozenges, chat. I need some lozenges. This phone makes me look more yellow though, eh? How do we change some of the color settings on here? Do they have color settings? Camera. Zoom. Video stabilization. I've got it on standard. Standard stabilization. Tap screen to focus. Does not work well when interactive chat is enabled. Camera controls. Hijacks volume buttons. You can only change volume in control center when color space. Standard RGB. What's this one? Apple log LUT enable. Oh, they got LUTs on this as well. That's pretty cool. I'm just looking at the app running the stream. What's that? See that, chat? Stream. Snapshot. I would like to add your photos. This is playing around with the settings chat. Anyway, welcome in, guys. We're just having a bit of a chit chat. Just come back from the gym, just had some dinner. The sky. Just preparing what day to go to Thailand. I need to go to Thailand, go do some stuff. Do some business. Some business. We need to do some business in Thailand, chat. My plants are growing well here, chat. Well, I've been away. Yep, so Hanoi is the 7th polluted. Actually, it's the 6th polluted now. It's gone up 180. Look, Hanoi. It's gone up, chat. Gone up to number 6. So the most polluted now is Sarajevo in Bosnia. Then it's Lahore, Pakistan. Then it's Chengdu, China, Delhi, India, Dhaka, Bangladesh, Hanoi, Vietnam. Sad, man, sad. All the pollution. Let me check the pollution back in New Zealand. Auckland, New Zealand, pollution is 27. Look, this is New Zealand. 27. Way better. Which website? The AQI, it's an app. AQI app. Are you talking about the pollution one? You never know, bro. You never know, eh? I have no idea. I'm just thinking how many days we'll go to Bangkok, chat. Let me see how much flights are to Bangkok. See if I can book a flight now. Yeah, the AQI app. I don't know who runs that app, bro. Let me jump on Skyscanner. Check out Skyscanner first. I just go on that app, or usually the weather app shows the AQI indexes, but most of it is in Asia. Asia's most fucking polluted. pros and cons, man. Hanoi to Bangkok. Suvarnabhumi. You probably go to Suvarnabhumi. Let's try. Yeah, look. Fares are like $50 to Bangkok this week. Cheapest is about $50. Probably be Vietjet. Vietjet suck though. Hanoi there to Suvarnabhumi. Suvarnabhumi wins. Oh yeah, let me have a look at those dates. Yeah, there's Vietjet there. What time? 12. Get there at 2. Oh yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Hour and 50. It's not that far. I think we might pop over on Friday, chat. I want to check out, do that day. We'll meet up with her. We'll meet up with that chick, that one. Yeah, I'm just planning. This guy. $50 for flights. It was pretty cheap. You didn't know that flights were that cheap, chat. Didn't know we do cheap flights in Asia. This guy. What do you mean finally? This guy. Specific dates. Need to check out specific dates. What's the date today? 13? Let's check for Friday, the 16th. See what prices are for Friday. Oh, yep, that's not bad. I just gotta. Oh, yeah. What's today? Tuesday. Wednesday. Nah, I think I might shoot off on Thursday, actually. This weather's shit. I don't want to stay around it anymore. Let's check out Thursday, 15th. Are you hyped about that, Anton? Just thinking, got organised to meet that one. Meet that chick on that day. Meet that chick at her work. Meet that one. Probably have to meet up 5 of them. It's business, chat. Business. You'll see, because they'll be on stream. Well, I'll try and stream with them. One of them says they're keen to be on stream, because they're a streamer as well. The other ones are streamers, but not IRL streamers, but they're streamers. 3 of them are streamers. Oh, yep. There is a flight on Shh, quiet. This guy. Should I go back to the same ACOM? We can't get Henry's apartment, he's rented it out. That kind of sucks. I said, bro. Otherwise we would have had our one apartment for us. I don't like it where he stays though. That's the only problem. It's away from everything, and you gotta walk. You gotta walk to like the train station quite far. This is the medicine. But because he's back in New Zealand, and he's rented his apartment out He goes, oh, I rented my apartment now. I'm like, bro, this guy. Hopefully this gets rid of some of the fucking pollution in the lungs. Flights are not bad, chat. Flights are around 50, 60 bucks to Bangkok. Really cheap. My Acon's cheap too. My Acon is probably only like 10, 20 bucks at the most per night. I think like if you were to spend say 2 weeks in Bangkok, chat, you'd probably need, and you could probably, well, this would include flights. So flights, ACOM, 2 weeks with food, entertainment, an easy 500 bucks US, 500 US for 2 weeks. That's for flights, everything. She's still streaming, Nina. What's she streaming now? You see her little apartment? She lives life simple, eh? Simple apartment. Good on you though, because I don't know if her son stays with her. Does her son stay with her? I think her son stays with her mum, eh? Oh, cooking curry. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a cooking stream sometime, chat. I am thinking of moving. Oh yeah, sometimes, yeah. I wonder who the dad was. I have a feeling the dad was Jay Streezy. She was with Jay Streezy for a while. Yeah, no, she was with him, with Jay Streezy. He's retired now, who? He raided me once when I was doing a haka, in the middle of haka. We were down at the train station, at the train street. I was doing a haka and then he raided. Jay Streezy's a big IRL streamer, chat. I wouldn't be surprised though. He seems like a good dude though. Che, have you seen my lanterns above? I don't want to show you my bump, my light might turn off. This guy. What's the time? Not really. I think he left his girl. Wasn't she Japanese? I did see him. I saw him in, where did I see him? In Phuket. He was in Phuket crossing the road. But I just saw him at the corner of my eye. I didn't even have time to say hello. I thought he was finished with that chick. I don't think he's on. There is one streamer in Saigon. He's down in Saigon. I won't say who it is, but he's not a streamer that streams in. Stop watching Booba streamer while you're streaming with. I'm not. I'm just looking at this. Vietnam introduces 10-year residency option. I was just having a look at this, but I don't think it's for everyone. I think like you have to be in a high-paying job. It basically says, while limited, this policy shows a clear direction that Vietnam is interested in testing a long-term residency incentive to attract high-level foreign talent and capital. So they pretty much want people with big money. It may influence future policies, but now its scope is narrow and controlled.
When they do that, they make it more strict for other people to encourage people to use the money-making one.
That's good for you. Nah, it's not. When they do that, they make it more strict for other people to encourage people to use the money-making one. Hey, how you doing, dope? Oh, you talking about this this visa thing for Vietnam? Yeah, I was just reading it. See, Vietnam don't have a retirement or digital nomad visa. They don't have a digital nomad visa or retirement visa, which sucks. If they had something like what Thailand has, you know, the DTV, the Thailand's got the DTV visa, that would be cool. If Vietnam had that, that would be cool. But you know, most people here are just doing the tourist visa 3 months. After 3 months, they go out, come back. Some of them go out for a couple of days and come back, and they can still get in for another 3 months. Or you marry a local. Marry a local. Nah, I don't know. There's just something about Thailand. Nah, I like it here, being here as my base. You know what I mean? I'm not hardly here that long anyway. Like, I'm probably only here about, at the most, 6 months out of the year. Most of the other time we're traveling or going back to New Zealand or, you know. I don't know. I actually would prefer to live in China. You know what I mean? Yeah, so what they're doing though, Fishy, you're right, is that they're restricting it for other people. So they get people to come and use this money-making one. So they said if you're an expert, a senior manager, a highly skilled professional. Okay, I'm a highly skilled DJ professional. Does that include me? Like, you know, what is the legal definition of an expert, a senior manager, a highly skilled professional? Hey, what's up, Raul? How you doing, bro? Let's move to Xi'an. Yeah, it would be cool. But then again, you need a visa for that. You know, and they're pretty much looking at those that have work visas to go there. Highly skilled streamer. See, even in the comments here, people are going, oh, this is for the extremely rich. Someone else says, seems to apply to 0.1% of the foreigners contributing to the economic development. And I think so too. They need to have a retirement visa here and a digital nomad. Retirement digital nomad. Unfortunately, if you want to work here, it's a big process you have to go through. You need what they call a work permit. In order to get the work permit, you need to have at least a bachelor degree. So you may be already skilled. And this is the problem a lot of the professionals are coming here finding out. So there are a lot of Koreans and Chinese who are coming here. And they are professionals in their field. But they don't have bachelor degrees. You see what I mean? But in their field, they are very highly skilled in their specific fields. You know, their specific fields could entail IT, it could entail aviation, construction. But unfortunately, the law stipulates in Vietnam, in order to be employed, you need a bachelor degree, which is it's been around for ages, and I think it's stupid. Because even if you teach here, you need a bachelor's degree. And so what's actually ended up happening, this is how ridiculous it is, chat, is that...
She says I got a degree.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. That's what he's like, bro. He just wants people to sub to him and stuff like that. Nah, because he was using the S25 Ultra. So I think today he's using the iPhone. They're all switching over to iPhone. All those streamers are switching over to iPhone too. I had my plan for a switch over a while ago. That's why we ordered the phone early December, and then we picked it up before Christmas and we unboxed it over in China. Because I wanted to take it through customs to get the VAT tax refund. I got about $200 tax refund on it. Sold all my other old iPhones and all my other stuff. They're following this. Who doesn't? We all follow everyone, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Everything you guys know has come from other people's hard work, whether you think about it or not. You see what I mean? The phone you use was created by other people. The ideas on how to run a stream came from people who made YouTube videos about it. And it's actually, this has happened throughout history. So all the technology, everything you have around you, these chopsticks, that were created by other people from the past. And what we should be doing is we should be giving our gratitude to those in the past who have come up with these ideas, that have come up with the plate, that have come up with the phone, because that accumulation of knowledge has been summed up to us. So we are basically using all that stuff of old now. And we really, when you think about it, do we really create stuff from that's original? Or are we just rehashing what's already there? My stream quality is better. I'm using the iPhone 17, yeah. I don't think he's tweaked the settings. I haven't really tweaked my settings either. He went in and he bought a mic yesterday, but I don't think he knows how to use it, how to adjust the settings for the mic. I'm just using the mic straight off the iPhone today. I'm not having the external. What we were talking about before, chat, anyway, degrees. So for Vietnam, right, this is the most ridiculous thing. So in Vietnam, if you want to teach English, right, you need two main things. The first thing is you need a degree. The second thing you need is either a TESOL or a TEFL certificate. You can get those online for like $50, and you can do like a 2-week or a 1-month course online, and you can get the TEFL. That's easy. The hard thing to get is the bachelor degree, because that takes time. And so what ended up happening is a lot of French people and people from countries that are not native English speaking countries were coming here. So people from like Europe were coming, French were coming here, people from Germany were coming here. They can speak a little bit of English, but not proper fluent English because they're not native speakers. But here's the stupid thing is, they had a bachelor degree. So they had a bachelor degree in English, right? Even though they speak French as their main, their own English is shit, but they could get the job. They could get the job. But someone who's from a native country that doesn't have a bachelor but has a TFL, they cannot get the job. And it's still that law today that is hindering people from, say, countries like Korea, China, and preventing them from coming here even though they were highly skilled and there's a need for them here. Because a lot of the companies here are going, why can't we get these people from Korea? And the government's going, oh, they need a bachelor degree. Well, they don't have a bachelor degree. They have the experience. They have the hands-on physical experience to do the job. But because of their rule, where you need a bachelor degree, and this is the other ridiculous thing. To teach English here, you don't actually have to have a bachelor degree in English. These French guys coming here, they had a bachelor degree in French language. So they had a bachelor degree in French language, they had a TEFL, but they could come and teach English. I'm like, bro. And beyond that, chat, the industry was getting flooded with heaps of fucking cowboys and cowboy agents as well, who were taking advantage of native speakers. I came across a couple in my own negotiations. When I first started coming here, I negotiated myself. I sent out my CV to probably 100 agents, because you've got to deal with agents here. You can't go directly to schools. Yeah, you can't go directly to schools and get a job. You have to go through an agent. The agent is the in-between. So they go between you, the employer, or the teacher, and the schools. And I went to, I applied at 100 agents. About 15 got back to me, because you got to send your photo in your CV with your cover letter. You got to send your photo. And I sent out 100. I only got replied back 15. 10 of them said come in for an interview. 6 of them gave me a job. So 6 of them said, yep, we'll hire you, native speaker, blah blah. But it's a real low percentage when you consider my cousin, who's more white skin looking, sent his CV out to 100. He got about 80% replies back, and about 60 of them wanted him to come in for an interview, and now 50% of them said we'll give you a job. So it's also about your color of your skin. Kind of sucks here. That's how it is here. So I'm just being upfront and honest from my own experiences in Vietnam, as it depends on your color here. They don't care if you speak German, but you look what they want. You can teach English here. So when I was working for the agency, I would have French people in there, German people, and I'll talk to them in English. These teachers, I couldn't even understand their English. And I was going, are you teaching English here? And they, yeah, I teach English here. Yeah, me teach English here. I said, bro, what? Then I talked to the manager of the agency. I said, why you got these non-native speakers speaking here, teaching these students? I said, when they can't even hardly speak English well, they go, oh, the parents want good color skin, good color. I said, do you realize you're getting teachers who are not fit for the job, teaching children their way of the language, and it's still incorrect. So yeah, it's kind of like that here, which is one of the real downfalls, you know, of the place. If you are looking at teaching in Vietnam, hey, I recommend it. Cool, go for it. But experience your own, man. Experience it on your own. And here's the other thing the agency would do is, because I was classed as kind of dark skinned, me and the African teachers, they'll send us out to the outskirts. They'll send us to the schools in the outskirts. So it'll take me like 30 or 40 minutes on my motorbike. They'll send all the white skinned teachers into the inner schools here, to the inner schools to like probably 10 minutes away for them. You know what I mean? But they'll send me and the African teachers out to the countryside schools. I didn't really care back then. I didn't care. I thought, oh, well, I got a job, all good. What actually ended up happening was this, chat. I'll tell you what happened. Me and the African teachers were teaching so well in the outskirt schools that all the white skin teachers in the inner city schools were getting bad reputations. They weren't teaching very well. The kids were getting very abrupt. So they wanted us to stop teaching on the outskirts and come and teach inside the city, and I refused. I said nah. You guys chose those fellas to teach. You fellas get them to teach here. I'm gonna go back and teach on the outskirts. They learned their lesson after that. Then they offered me more money. They said nah, I don't care. It's not about the money. I said, you fellas shouldn't be treating teachers from other countries like that. And so Jade was one of the managers. She was really good. That's how I knew Jade. She knew all about that stuff. That's why she left. I ended up leaving that organization, and I joined the Facebook group. Put them on the because there's Facebook groups here called Bad Agents of Vietnam Teaching, and like bad schools. Oh no, bad agents. Bad agents. Teaching agents gone wrong in Hanoi. So we joined a few of those groups, and then so what we do is we posted up the experiences about all these agents to buck up their ideas. The government have stepped in now, closed a lot of those agents down who act like that. It's kind of sad though, like, yeah, how they treat people like that here. You wouldn't think so, chat, but it is. That's how it is here. Defend the demand, this guy. Nah. It didn't worry me, man. I actually felt better teaching down in the outskirts. I was away from the fucking pollution. I was out in the countryside. And you know what? The kids out in the countryside, bro, they are way more awesome. They actually really appreciated me out there. And so what ended up happening is, you know, I had to go out and do visa runs and that, and I said to my agent, oh, I can't teach. Can you get a fill-in? Can you get a fill-in to go and take care of my classes for a week? And they go, oh, yep, we got this fellow to come out and teach. And it was like a guy from Europe, a European guy. And then when I get back to the school from my holiday, the students go, oh, teacher, you're back. That European teacher, he sucked. We don't like him. He sucks. I said, don't be like that. You fellas, you know, you accept all the teachers that come here. I got on well with the kids, you know. You gotta know how to get on well with them here, which is what some of the teachers lack. They lack that, and they lack classroom control. That's another thing. Some of them, the kids run over the teachers. You know what I mean? Bad kids. Not me. I'm strict with the kids. You play up, I get you by the scruff of the ear. Go on, get outside. Get out the classroom. Stand out there. I had one teaching assistant with me, His name was Mr. Bang, and he would know the kids. He was actually really, like, if you really played up, chat, they actually hit the kids here. Some of the Vietnamese teachers, they hit the kids here. I didn't realize that, eh? I says to them, oh, you shouldn't hit the kids like that. They actually hit them across the face, give them slaps, and I was like, wow, that's abuse, man. But they don't muck around. The kids listen. The kids listen. When he was my teaching assistant, they'll listen. I know, bro. I know. I see that. I said, fuck. But they really, really push them to the edge, these kids. Some of them are really, really bad kids, man. They're really bad kids, some of them. But you gotta know how to make them, how to control the kids, eh? You gotta keep the kids busy, occupied, and not have breaks. Like, don't have pauses in between your teaching. Go from one thing to another, bang, bang, bang. And that's the other thing. I don't want to do too much authoritative stuff, eh? That's why I gave up teaching. I thought, oh, well, 6 years is enough for me. I'm retired now. I still get asked. I still get asked, bro. Like, I still get asked at school. I still get asked by, they message me, some of the agents, said, oh, can you come and fill in and teach? We'll pay you 50 US an hour. Can you teach for 3 hours today? Can you teach for 4 hours today? I said, nah, it's not about the money for me anymore. I said, nah, I'm retired. I had enough. I said, it's bad enough I gotta look after my bad chat. Nah. Look at this guy. I don't know. Hey, if you're young, if you're in your 20s or 30s and you want a job here in Vietnam, man, heaps of jobs teaching, yep. You just got to know how to hustle. And if you're dark-skinned or brown-skinned, you got to hustle more. You just got to be patient, persevere, put your CV out to 100 people, you'll get probably 20 replies.
I don't have the patience to teach kids.
Well, I didn't either. I started teaching, I volunteered. I was volunteering in Cambodia. So my plan was, and I'm going to go back to this plan for content soon, chat. So I was doing workaway.com. So if you check out workaway.com, what workaway.com is a website that you sign up to and you become a volunteer. On their website are also hosts. And hosts can range from people like schools, orphanages that need help with managing their orphanage. It can be families who need help in their rice field, or it might be families that need help with their computer. They might need someone to manage their online business that they have. And what you do is you go and volunteer for them for a certain period of time. Could be a minimum of 1 week or 2 weeks. Basically, they'll make you lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, provide you with a bed. All you do is you just maybe work 2 or 3 hours a day. And then after that, you can interact with the family. They might take you for a tour around the village or here and there. So before streaming, I was doing that a lot. I started in Bangkok. I was at hostels, learning how to run hostels, volunteering with Workaway, and you get experience. And then after that, I was working at this orphanage in this village in Bakong in Siem Reap, Cambodia, and I was teaching English there. You only work for 2 hours a day, chat. Then you go, and then there were other New Zealanders who were volunteering too. So after we'd finish teaching for the day, we'd hang out or would go on trips around the city. And we were there for like a month, I think. That was really cool. So I wouldn't mind doing more of those workaway, but live streaming those workaway experiences, because you're with families and it's genuine experiences. So they'll show you how to cook their food. Then maybe you go and teach the kids. And you'll be probably teaching at a rundown school or whatever, but it's real basic. It's real cool content. Or you might be helping families in their rice field, catching frogs or rats or whatever. It's really cool stuff, man. And eventually I hit Vietnam for the first time, and I was volunteering in Ho Chi Minh City, teaching. So I was learning how to teach there, volunteering. So I gained a lot of experience just through volunteering. And then what you do is, by the time I hit Hanoi, I was teaching at 3 or 4 different places. I had accumulated 2 or 3 months worth of experience. And then you can start applying for work because you've got the experience then. And they can see, oh yeah, he's got his contacts from where he done his voluntary experience. Cool, those are his references. And that's how I planned it. And then I planned to get paid work in Hanoi, Vietnam. So I was on a tourist visa. But so what you have to do is you have to go back out and come back on a business visa. During that time, you're on a business visa. They apply for your work permit. Once you get your work permit and your temporary residential card, you're sweet to go. But it also depends on your contract. So if your contract is for 2 years, it means that you're going to be basically with that agency for 2 years. Some of them pay by salary, and so they will give you a roster. So you've got to stick to the roster that they give you. And that's where it came to things like, oh, we want the dark guys going and teaching out in the countryside, and we'll have all the European teachers teaching in the city. So in other words, they wanted all the Europeans to teach all the wealthy kids, and all the poor kids in the villages they wanted us guys to teach. But in actual fact, what they didn't realize was that teaching the kids in the countryside was the best, rather than teaching the kids in the city. When I eventually taught the kids in the city, they're fucking little shits times 100. They're like little shits because they're spoiled. You know what I mean? But I knew how to handle them. It's a different game here. But you can teach it, chat, and it's good money. Teaching here is good money depending on your experience. Now I've got 6-7 years of experience, and I was teaching kindergarten, so I teach what they call mum nom. So you'll be teaching kindergarten kids from like 3 years old. You'll be teaching them colours, and you'd only be doing half an hour classes with those kids. So you get one batch of kids, and then they'll have all the what they call all the teaching assistants were all 18 to 20-year-old chicks, all single university girls, so they'll be your teaching assistants. So I'll have 4 of them. And they'll help me out. They would speak good English, and I'll tell them, okay, take those kids here, do that, do that. So I was the one that would run the whole lesson, and would start with like Baby Shark or whatever it is, do your Baby Shark song, and then you have all your cards with all the colours on it, and you teach the kids those. Then you get them to come up, and then you play games with the kids. It was really cool. Then you sing things like head, shoulders, knees and toes and all that. It was really cool. Then I would teach primary school. Then I taught secondary school, university students. Then I was teaching the authorities, so I was teaching the police and army. So I'll teach the police things like street names, street icons, like restaurant, and how to use like a map and all that in English. So my teaching scope, I was teaching from young to adults, a lot of adults actually. And in fact, there was one time I had Grant coming in and teaching, so he was volunteering too at one stage. We were teaching down in Ving City, out in the countryside, and we stayed at that place I think for 6 months, chat. And we went through two typhoons then too. 2 major typhoons during that period of time. But the thing was, when you were down in that place, the power would always cut out. It's like, fuck, not the power gone again. But the good thing was we had our own data. So we would still have our data, but the place we were staying, we actually stayed at the school, upstairs, and it was beautiful, beautiful school. Had all the facilities except it needed a generator because the power kept cutting out. And sometimes it would cut out for 3 days, which will kind of suck because it was quite humid. And one time it cut out during one of the storms, and then some of the windows started leaking, and oh wow, that was a bit of a mission. But you know, hey, that's life. You know, that's life. That's how it goes. Hang on, Jack. Nice experience here, bro. I think I'll do some more of those voluntary workaway experiences. But I'll say to them while I'm streaming, I can come and live stream content, but I'll help you guys with your whatever you guys need doing. And some of the stuff doing would be, can you do our social media? Can you make a video about our organization? You know, you'll be only working 1 or 2 hours a day, but then they'll supply you accommodation, free meals. But what I ended up doing was I would just pay them $5 a day, man. I was giving them money because some of these organizations are not rich, so I'd like donate to them. I'll donate my time, my energy, and then I'll donate $5 at least, you know, to cover their expenses and everything. Because some of them were poor village organizations, in, what do they call those? NGOs, non-government organizations. So they needed funding. But you know, the good thing was I got experience out of that, chat. Very good experience learning that stuff. Alright. Chat, what I need to do over the next day is trying to get the drone into this iPhone for you guys. I need to tweak the stream a little bit more for the iPhone. I'm thinking tomorrow, if I get things sorted, we test the drone. Late tomorrow afternoon, we'll test the drone at one of the parks. And then I'm thinking maybe, tomorrow's Wednesday, I'm thinking maybe Thursday we head over to Bangkok. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back Tuesday. Hang on, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days. And we need 5 days over there. So we've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Maybe come back Wednesday. Come back Wednesday, I think, from Bangkok. Let me suss it out anyway. Chad, this is just a short stream, man. I need to go suss out the drone and get that up and running, so tomorrow we can have a drone stream in the afternoon. We have a drone stream in the afternoon, but just keep in mind when we go to Bangkok, we've got a plan. We've got a plan. We'll be meeting up with people every day. I'm just thinking Monday, if we go Thursday, well, we can meet her Thursday night. We can meet her Friday morning, meet that one Friday afternoon at that place. Saturday we can meet up with her. Sunday we can check out the market. Monday we can meet up with her. So that'll be, yeah, I think that'll be cool. This guy. Business, chat, business. No monkey business. No funny business. Hey, what happened to bloody green team? Anyway, chat, we're going to finish stream. Thank you guys for popping in. We will see you guys on the next stream. As I always say, have a great life, not just a great day. See you guys on the next stream. Thank you, Anton and Jada, Dope Fishy, everyone for popping in. Rye, yes, Rye. Who's Guy? Rye the guy. Alright guys, take care, eh? See you